Davies of jigsawtrading.com. Good day, Peter. How are you?
I'm good, Eddie. How are you?
Good to go here. Had some opportunity here this morning. Our S&Ps looked very unpredictable overnight. Just sort of a sway up, sway down, sway up. Broke it hard under settlement earlier. Now we're rallying up to some new tops. What do you got for us today? You seeing any
Well,
opportunity, any volume?
yeah, I mean, this is the ES we know and love, isn't it? You know, go down 10 points, go up 10 points, 15 points. This is
Right.
just what we like to see, just what we like to see. I don't know if you got any emails, but it's, I've had a couple of emails off different people today saying, the last time that we had like 6 distribution days or, 6 days in a row like this, it was before a major drop and the market's going to go down and da 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 da. But I saw a lot of those today. I don't know if you've seen any of those today, Eddie, but apparently it's the beginning of the end.
Yeah, I send you the spam, the Oprah Winfrey diet spam. So I'm
No,
sorry
it
about
wasn't
that.
that one. It wasn't that
Uh,
one.
okay.
Yeah, but apparently there's been a few emails about that. This pattern we've had over the past 5 or 6 days hasn't. The last time we had it was before a massive drop. I mean, I don't know if it's going to drop or not when it comes out this consolidation, but I kind
Well,
of.
you know what the thing is? I mean, that's good that people are seeing this. I know that, we try to strive with that in the community, but, you've got your own community of people
Yeah.
that you share information with, and it's something that we need to watch. Bottom line.
Absolutely. So, but for me, I'm still neutral. To be honest, I still see us in a range.
Right.
Um, so it's good to have those predictions, but I think it's one thing to have that look back and have those predictions, but you don't want to impact your bias too much if you're day trading off it, because if you were just going short today, you might have been in a bit of trouble.
Okay. Well, sitting at our very close here. We on our tops here. We just actually no, we have not made the new high. 48.50 holding. We got close with 48 quarter.
Yeah.
Opportunity up here.
I think wait, let it play. It's going sideways a bit now, so let it play out a bit. I think we can, because it is choppy and we've got chop above. I'd let this play out this area first. Let it break one way or the other.
Okay. Now we do have the availability here for it. We got the visuals going on today here, Peter.
Yes, I'm all ready. If people want to come in.
All right. In each of the rooms that has been posted, just click on the join.me/Topstep Trader link. That'll get us into Peter's room here, and we got people jumping in here now. So, Peter, what do you have?
Okay, so as usual, we'll just take a look at the big picture first, which is where we're doing overall. So, we took up that pelk up to 1880 and then back down to 29.25, I think it is here. And then we tried to get to 1880 again, didn't make it all the way there. We were potentially looking at this 39.25 area as our range low to move back up. It could still be the case, actually. It could still be the case. We've had a poke through there, but we've recovered. So yeah, we could now be on the way back up to 1880, or we could drop off again. Hard to say right now. The one problem is, is this area here. It was actually another trader I was talking to about this, kind of my Yoda. Everyone needs a Yoda.
Everybody should have one.
Absolutely. So my Yoda, I'm like, I think it was Monday or Tuesday. I'm like, man, what's this market doing? It's just sucking completely. And he was saying, look at all those short-term levels that people are playing off. And so in this area, it is very choppy. So I was kind of happy this morning to see it break down past this 39.25 area, because I'm thinking, okay, if it breaks down there, we don't have the chop from last week to the left of us. We got some chop over here from February that we had before, which kind of could give us a bit of a choppy area, but we're not in this area. So basically, yeah, I could see us getting up to 59.25, could see us getting up to 1880. But if we drop down to 39, through this 39.25 area, then definitely I'm going to be expect to get to this 29.25. We can't hold there, then down to 1800. So that's my bigger picture. Just waiting to see how these levels hold, basically. In terms of the weekly picture, this is where the chop comes in. The weekly, we had this distribution area where the value area is. This is last week here. And what we've found this week, whenever we've been in this area, it's been choppy. It's been really kind of nasty. And so this morning, when we started to build volume, down this area this morning, I'm like, okay, that's great, because if we look down, there's not a lot. We didn't spend a lot of time down here. So If we can move down, then great, and we should see some decent moves. If we get back up into this area where we're just getting now, 1846, just at the bottom of it, then I think it could be choppy. So what we've kind of benefited from today is the move down and the move up has been in an area where we didn't trade much last week. So we've kind of had some nice moves today. And then if we look at the daily profiles or the split profiles, this is yesterday here. Let me just so this is yesterday here where we came down. We've got the Globex session. So if we look at what we've done today, we have had a poke down, but in terms of headway, we still haven't made it through the top of the Globex session. Now, what we haven't done for a while is had one of those days where we have the one tick poke through. Certainly not in the AM sessions anyway. We get the one tick poke through in reverse. So we could just be looking at a poke through here. But really upside, we haven't really, if you're thinking, well, we went down to 34 and we went up to 48.50, we really haven't made any progress upwards. Really, we're only just about where the Globex high is. So we do still have potential to move up, and certainly, move up to this, let me just do this, to like 55, to where the top of this area is here. So I think we've got potential there. In terms of, somebody said to me earlier, one of the things we looked at today, going into today, was the volume profile. Before I go into that, someone was asking me why was I looking on this pullback? Why was I looking at 40.25? I think I was looking at. I was thinking the pullback might come back to 40.25. So what we've had today is kind of a more regular day on the ES, where you can see the pushes down, 44k, 20k, 39k. You see the pushes up 13k, 19k, 10k. We see the pullback 6, 8, 10 ticks. So we got kind of regular movement on the way down, and then we keep pushing down, more volume on the way down, and then we get the turn. What do we see on the turn? We see the big push up in the delta, big change around in the volume. So that's the first time we had the volume in an upswing that was greater than volume in a downswing, and then we just plodded up. So we got a minus 10, minus 11. So I was looking there at a minus 10 again. Didn't get it. Turned out it didn't. I was kind of hoping it to come back a bit more than it did. So that is a kind of typical action that you expect on the ES. We haven't seen it for a while. But, if you look at the delta as well, all the way down, the delta really wasn't. I mean, we've got a bit of delta coming back here, but the delta was confirming all the way down, and then we moved up. We got the delta confirming all the way up. The pullbacks we barely reached from the delta. So as well as the volume profile, it's always good to have your eye on the swings. Now, what are we doing now? Well, we're kind of going sideways. Delta's kind of working its way down, but we had this big push down here where Delta came off. We haven't worked down that far yet, but we're down from minus 115 to minus 122. So we're down 7,000 contracts in the Delta in this sideways move. We've just basically come up one tick below the overnight high. So we could be done now. We could just be done for the upside, and we could be going and heading down here. So it's just a matter of watching now. We've got the volume in this push down, but I'd say, if we can break down past 43.25, then you can start stalking short trades again. But it's still effectively sideways, but with delta moving down and more size on the sell side. So into today, what we did, we opened at 42.25. Overnight high was 48.50. Before we opened today, just before the open, I said 44.25 to 46.50. That's where we had all the volume in the Globex session. We opened below that, came up, ticked one tick through into that area, 44.50, and then moved down. So that was basically the gimme trade today, was off that area in the volume profile. So it actually came through, traded a little bit at 44.50, and there was plenty of opportunity to catch it on the way down. And then on the way up, really on the way back up, it was a delta that really told us it would reverse back up. So from now, one of the things we've got where we had, on the chart, the big swing down was 43.25. On the profile, we've got this 43.75 area where we've got 17,000 contracts. So chart traders are going to be looking at 43.25. Volume profile traders are going to be looking at 43.75. So I think right now, if that holds, I mean, if we can, if we tick through and don't trade much, 43.50, and that holds, and then, we see some big buys come in, I think you're good for a long at least to the high, and then possibly to 52.75, which is yesterday's value low. If we get past that, then I think we're looking at the 55s, but up there it's the chop. So it's not the picture's not clean where we are now, but I think this area 43.75, 43.25 can get down there, see if the buyers actually step in. We might have actually got just one tick short of it now, and we might be going up. But I'd kind of want to see what happens here before taking a potential trade. If you miss that, whether it's going to go clearly through here or not, this 47.75, 45.50 area, we've got these 12,000 plus. You potentially got a long off the top of that, but again, I kind of wouldn't want to take a long just yet. Sorry, a short off the top of 47.75. But really, yeah, 43.75 to 43.25 is where I'll be looking. Other than that, I'd kind of just wait to see how it plays out. I mean, if this breaks 43.75, breaks to the downside, then I'd potentially be looking at actually a short at 43.50, 43.25, but only if it came down to say to 42 and then came back up to that area. So that's where I'm looking at it right now, in terms of what's on for a trade if you're not already in.
All right. Well, this morning, when I was watching here, we took a heavy slide all the way down under the settlement. That was around. Well, that was 8:30 when we opened it up. But it seemed like possibly my level of support here on the 15-minute 1835 even, showing your 18. I can't. Can you scroll up here?
I certainly can. We have the technology.
So you got the gerbil working overtime,
absolutely,
right?
Absolutely.
So I mean, it really seems. I mean, there's nothing there that really sort of sticks out like there should have been. I know that the 1835.50. You do have the 16K right there, but I mean, you got the 15.19 up above, not too far. But the thing is, if we do take it back down again, you see anything as far as a support? Anything that we can use as possibly a safety net?
Not if we start behaving like we have done. I mean, look at the behavior the past week. When it's decided to run, it's just run and nothing's really stopped it, and it's kind of ignored all references. So if it does take a run down, then no, I don't really have any downside references. I mean, I've got 25.25, which is my first kind of major line in the sand, but other than that, I don't know. What I will say is this morning was just a trap, I think. I mean, that push down, if you look at the nicey tick, let me just bring that up a little bit and make that a bit bigger. This was the nicey tick for the first part of the morning on the way down. We really didn't, this is an average of the tick, but basically same concept applies. We didn't really have much of a push down. The stocks weren't really going down in the AM as we took that move down. And then if we look at the upside as we went on the way up, there was actually participation from the stock. So when I saw that going down this morning, sure, I shorted I did short the bottom of this area here. But when I saw it going down and it started to recover, I'm just thinking, no, this is just a trap, because there really wasn't all that much strength if you look at the stocks on the way down, and there really wasn't all that much volume on the ES compared to average when we were on the way down. We still only just about got to average volume at about what time? About 9:40. So kind of at the open, we were kind of below average. We did climb up actually. So I'll take that back. Actually, volume actually was decent from about 9:45 onwards. But yeah, I kind of felt that was. I think I put in the room as well that I think this is a trap. But the sellers got themselves trapped now. Whether that was just short-term traders pushing them around, and no, the long-term guys will come back in. Who knows? But yeah, I think there was a lot of negative expectation coming in today. Plus all those emails going around, man. I'm a bit suspicious when lots of emails go out saying everything's going to go down.
Well, I mean, the thing is, more or less, somebody had put an article out there.
Yeah.
Unless these people that are sending emails are just hawks on the charts and stats and stuff. But,
yeah.
The thing is, you take it with a grain of salt. Like you said, don't let it affect your trading. But, sometimes history repeats itself.
Sure.
We do have to keep an eye on it. And if we do see it breaking like that, well, then
get on board, yeah. Get on board.
Yeah, Yeah, that's right. That's more or less what's happening, and then you send the email back to everybody. Hey, good call. So
Exactly. Yeah. Just don't marry it, right?
no, 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 no.
Yeah.
You know, I have the milk when you can just buy the cow. So, um, but no, definitely, we'll keep an eye on that.
Yeah.
Market looks like possibly it might be stabilizing here. I know we're
Yeah.
back on the bear here slightly.
Let's just watch.
See how.
Yeah, we're just back at that 43.75 level again, and
Right.
we just take that out. Just see, it's just we just got down there and did 61 contracts. Just right now, it doesn't look like even though the delta's going down. If we look at the delta here, we can see the delta's pushing down. We see we've got more market sellers than buyers. But right now, they need to take another run at this. If they, we've got a couple of sellers at 44.50, 44.25. If these sellers start to get trapped, so there's more at 44.25 and they got to tick down. See if they can push it down again. More at 44.25. They need some ticks down. See the sellers, they need some ticks down because of that critical area.
Right.
It'd be good to see a few more sellers get stuck there and not get any price progression. But right now, yeah, it doesn't. It looks like they're selling it down to here and then just taking the foot off the gas. The sellers.
Those triple X's that you have on there, those are the overnight highs and lows?
That's the, I just put those on. That's where there was a lot of volume overnight.
Okay.
So basically,
that's what it is.
Yeah, so basically that's where the biggest chunk of volume was in the overnight volume profile. I just marked that off. And I sometimes put that in a room as well, just watch those levels going in. There's one thing you should do, if you're not doing it already, check the volume profile in the Globex and just mark off the real thick areas, because you'll find in the day session, especially in the first 15 minutes, it'll actually turn around off one of those levels. Not always, but often enough that it's worth watching.
Right. All right. All right, well, Peter, thank you very much. I've marked my charts here with some of the information, just keeping an eye on it. But, Peter, appreciate that. And if you are interested in Peter's jigsaw trading, I'm going to put the website link in the lounge in the Squawk radio room. And if you are interested, just remember that good stuff coming from our friend Peter Davies. And once again, it was the #1 software, jigsaw trading, day trading software, #1 out of 283 applications, different softwares. So,
and we're actually at number 7 out of 10,000 products reviewed as well right now.
Really?
Yep. There must be, well, there is a lot of crap out there, so sometimes it's not exactly an accolade.
If we filter some of that out, let's just, we'll cut that number in half. You're number 7 out of 5,000.
Yeah.
So we cut the crap, we got the good stuff out there.
Yeah.
But that's still very impressive. And like I said, we'll put that in there. But otherwise, Peter, you have a very good weekend, my friend. We'll get you back here on Tuesday. Does that sound good?
Absolutely, Eddie. And,
okay.
And just watch this 43.50 here. You see the 2,000 contracts sold into 43.50. They got through to 43.25. So the sellers are feeling a bit lousy now about that. So buyers if buyers put the foot on the gas, we should be able to get up to 47.75. But again, there was a bit of a battle there. Just buyers need to just nudge it. Buyers just need to nudge it up a few more ticks to kind of get the sellers to really give up. But basically, because of that area there, that 43.75 and 43.25 off the chart. So.
All right. Well, before I let you go, remember words, quotes, Peter Davies. Everybody should have their own Yoda.
Absolutely.
Yes. So as I leave you here today, I'm going to give you my Yoda, and here's my Yoda.
Control. You must learn control.
There you go.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's what my Yoda says a lot as well.
Control.
Absolutely.
I used to have that problem when I was a teenager. But anyway. All right, brother. You have a good weekend, man. Be safe. And we'll get back on Tuesday.
All right. Cheers, Eddie.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.